live in a disgusting science food garbage world, and a Campbell's executive there's leaked audio now of him saying that we've got sick, disgusting, poor people. Okay, I don't know. He said we have sick, poor people, and they're eating weird bioengineered meat, and he wouldn't buy this garbage. He's right. This is a sad state of affairs in this country. We are not getting real food to poor people. SNAP is not helping anybody. We are sickly, plastic-filled, diseased people, and our endocrine systems are disrupted. How we get past this, honestly, it is a massive challenge. There are many solutions. There are many opportunities, but this is the world we live in. I'm going to play you this audio. You've got to hear what this dude said. Are they going to play the leaked audio in this, or am I going to go pull it up somewhere else?
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's so healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
Wow.
For the I'm like, you dumb
Wow, man, that was bold. He certainly doesn't like those Indians. Here's the sad reality. Aside from his denigrating comments, is he wrong? We have poor people. He says, what is it? We got ish for effing poor people. Well, you don't got to denigrate the poor people. Certainly better that people have food than don't, I guess. But think about the world that we have created. When we mass produce garbage food that gives people the bare minimum of survival, but they don't thrive, is that really what we should have been building? Now, don't get me wrong. The idea of just letting people starve to death is bad, but also think about the alternative. Once we had a system where the people who are capable of having good food survived, and most people did. People starved. Now we have a world where people don't starve in America. They're morbidly obese, sickly, mentally unwell. How is it better? Now, I don't want people to die. So that's the important question, right? Would you rather die or be tortured for 20 years, be unhealthy? I mean, there's challenges. What I will say is this. There's a biological reality. If sickly people expand within a system, the system eventually becomes majority sickly, votes sickly, and then falls apart. It's an ebb and flow. It's similar in politics, but it's true. Strong men make good times make weak men make hard times make strong men. And the same is true with what we're doing with food. Now, I'm going to read this for you, and we'll talk about the nitty-gritty of what's really going on with this leaked audio. Before we do, hey, guess what? We have a great sponsor for all of you. It is Backyard Butchers, which is just so perfect for this segment because this is real meat from real ranchers, not feedlot mystery meat garbage with big ag chemicals and hormones. You go to backyardbutchers.com/Tim. And you get real meat made by real ranchers. It's beef that's hormone-free, grass-fed, pasture-raised, handled with pride, not genetically modified. American tradition deserves better than big ag garbage meat. Would you really want to eat a 3D printed slab? Let's get out of here, man. Nah, you want that fresh cut. You want that fatty ribeye. I do. You know, for a while I was a filet guy, but I'm leaning towards the ribeyes these days because that fat can't be beat. Make grandma proud this Thanksgiving. It's coming up in a couple days by kicking big ag out of the kitchen and get meat raised right from Backyard Butchers. You can get 30% off and a free turkey or ham with your purchase. Go to backyardbutchers.com. Use promo code TIM. Backyard Butchers, American tradition, American meat. And it works oh so well when we're talking about easy open pop-top Campbell's chicken soup, 3D printed garbage bioengineered. Here's a story from the Daily Mail. Campbell's Soup is facing a firestorm after a former employee allegedly secretly recorded a vice president insulting both the company's products and its customers. Robert Garza of Michigan filed a lawsuit against Campbell's on Thursday and released audio he says features Vice President and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally. He provided the damaging recording to Detroit's Local 4 News, which broadcast portions of it. In the audio, a speaker identified as Bally is heard saying, "We have ish for effing poor people. Who buys our ish? I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the F's in it." Whoa, man. He said bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. While bioengineered food products are allowed for sale in the U.S., companies are required to label such products. Campbell's has disclosed that its canola, corn, soybean, and sugar beet are grown from genetically modified seeds. A Campbell's Soup Company spokesperson told the Daily Mail, "We are proud of the food we make, the people who make it, and the high-quality ingredients we use. The comments on the recording are not only inaccurate, they are patently absurd." No! Listen, I'll give it to him. I don't think that they're 3D printing chicken because they legally are required to. But let's just be real. I don't care what it's made of. It's garbage. Dude, come on, man. Everybody knows that Campbell's is trash. Everybody knows. But poor people go for the cheaper option because it's within their budgets. And you know it too. When you go to the grocery store, if you have the choice, do you buy the garbage? Do you buy Campbell's? No. You look for the better stuff. You look for the slightly better option. Not that it's any of it's really good. They've all got garbage, trash preservatives in their plastic-lined trash cans. I actually let me fact check this. Are Campbell's cans plastic-lined? I bet they are. Yep. Campbell's cans are lined with plastic. They are made from acrylic polyester materials. They do not contain BPA. Regardless. They are BPA-free plastic linings. They put that in all these cans because this acidic soups or something or whatever could eat through the can. I don't want this stuff. I don't want it. I mean, look, it's hard to escape the plastic. I'll tell you this. We got this pool water right here. Take a look at this delicious pool water. Get yours now at castbrew.com. The cap's got plastic in it. And now the water's not in contact with plastic as glass. When you screw the cap off, that's going to release plastic particulates, and the twisting and screwing it on releases a lot of plastic into your drink. That's a fact. I'm not trying to hide any of this from anybody, all right? But look at the world that we live in with the garbage food that we got. Campbell's has disclosed it's canola, blah, 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 blah. We get it. They say, keep in mind the alleged comments are made by an IT person who has nothing to do with how we make our food. If the recording is legitimate, the comments are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. Mr. Bally is temporarily on leave while we conduct an investigation. I think this Bally guy's a hero. Well, actually, I take that back. I think if he came out publicly and said this, I consider him a hero. I think it's good that he's doing this. Here's my recommendation to Mr. Martin Bally. Bro, now is your opportunity to launch a soup company. I ain't even playing, bro. I would buy nothing else when it comes to my soups. If this guy, listen, I'm going to play this audio for you again. I got to do it. Let's play this audio for you again.
I don't buy every products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You,
bro, I got it.
For poor people, who buys our shit? Millions on another thing. They couldn't think for the themselves. I'm like, you dumb.
Okay, bro. Like, I don't know. You don't got to insult Indians over this one. Fine. You know, I'm not a fan of the H-1Bs, but let people be people. I know I got friends that are Indian that certainly eat healthy, dude. Let me say this to you though. Yo, if this guy, and you know it's true, if he made a commercial where he launched a soup company and it's called like Bally's Soups, and he's like, hey man, listen, don't be an idiot buying this garbage bioengineered chicken crap. You gotta buy from us. Don't be an effing stupid poor person. You buy this, it's cheap, it's good, and it's real chicken. I'd be like, I'm buying that chicken from that guy. You know, look, with all due respect, I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's inappropriate and lacking decorum. No, come on. Call it out. Call it out. You know, he's ragging on poor people, but I'm gonna give it to him, man. I don't think he's intending to cast poor people to the wolves and like. I think the point he's making is these people don't understand they're buying garbage, and he can do a better job. But I'm calling it right now, bro. Launch your own soup. Quit. Launch a soup company, and make that your commercial. Make that your commercial. They say bioengineered meat, also called culture cell-based lab-grown meat, is real animal meat products growing animal cells in controlled environments. While the recording alleges Bally's at Campbell's uses bioengineered meat, the company told Daily Mail it's not true. The chicken meat used in our soups comes from long-trusted USDA-approved U.S. suppliers, and our meats are high-quality standards. They didn't say it wasn't true. I hate the media. Quote, The chicken meat used in our soups come from long-trusted USDA-approved U.S. suppliers. Does that mean it's real chicken? No. There's USDA-approved lab-grown meat. All our soups are made with no antibiotics ever. Chicken meat, meaning we don't allow antibiotics to be added to our feed, water, or any commercial vaccines used by our chicken suppliers. There is no quote here where he says we do not use lab-grown meat. This is the manipulation, okay? You say, Tim, do you use, imagine this. Let me tell you how the weasel words work. Pool water. Plastic in the cap. It's called the gasket. Okay. So they come to me and they go, Tim, do you put plastic in your bottles? Well, the answer is yes. But if you want to do the weasel word answer, you respond with, I am offended at these companies with plastic-lined cans. That's why we launched our glass bottle with no plastic lining inside the bottle. Your water is not in contact with plastic. Inside the bottle, there's no lining. And they go, oh. You see his weasel words. I didn't answer the question. The truth is there's plastic in the cap. I ain't hiding that from nobody. And when you screw the cap off, if you keep screwing the cap on and off, it drops more, it leaches more. But that's the weasel word technique. So I don't know if they got lab-grown meat or not. They say the audio recording shared by Local 4 News has made waves online, catching the Florida Attorney General James Utmeyer, who said Florida law bans lab-grown meat. Our Consumer Protection Division is launching an investigation and will demand answers from Campbell's. That's the real game, brother. Are they actually using lab-grown meat? Because they didn't answer it. I ain't that crap. Sorry, that's just me. If you do, I understand everybody can afford the good stuff. I get it. But as long as you know and you can make the better choices when you can, best of luck out there. Smash the like button, share the show, stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out. We got more coming up for you. Follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast, and we'll see you all in the next segment.